sir.
Michigan, how's everyone doing today? What an incredible crowd here for Championship Sunday, the 8th Championship Sunday of the 2025 Bassmaster Elite Series, the Yokohama Tire Bassmaster Elite at Lake St. Clair, and this special body of water that is so near and dear to everybody's heart in this area and all around the world. Boy, just when you think it's showing just how special it can be, I think it was a little more special here this week. An incredible tournament. There's jeopardy of us setting the all-time weight record of the biggest winning weight that we've ever had here. Joey Cifuentes set it a couple of years ago with 91 pounds. And many people coming to this event said, it's not going to get any better than that. Well, I think those people were wrong. I think most of those people know that. Going to be a lot of fun here this afternoon. 10 anglers remain, and in the end, we will have one. That one will be our 8th champion of 2025. Who here has been to a Bassmaster Elite Series weigh-in in the past? Who's brand new? Wow. Well, welcome, guys. Thank you all for coming out here. Here's how this deal works. 10 anglers roll through here. We're not going to have a drive-through weigh-in because of our facility here, but we're going to have them walk up. They're going to weigh their fish, and the whole goal is to come right over here in our Yeti Hot Seat. Yeti Hot Seat is where our tournament leader will reside. They will weigh in reverse order, so from 10th place to 1st place, the last angler to weigh in will be our tournament leader, who since day number 1 has been 20-year-old Trey McKini. I love hearing that. We got McKini fans in the house. Man, if he can pull this off, he will leave this event. He's 20 years old, has not finished his 2nd season of Elite Series competition. He came very close to winning Angler of the Year last year. He became the youngest to ever qualify for the Elite Series, the youngest to ever win an Elite Series event. He did that in his 2nd Elite Series event, and he did that when he was only 19 years old, and he was only 19 by a week. He was 18 when he started his Elite Series career, just turned 19, won an Elite Series event, almost won Angler of the Year last year, was 2nd place in the Bassmaster Classic this year, almost won the Bassmaster Classic. Well, if he wins here today, not only will he be a 2-time Elite Series champion and the youngest to ever do that, but he will be in a 2-way tie with our reigning and defending Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year with just one event left to go. And he's 20 years old, ladies and gentlemen. It is truly incredible what we're seeing. But here's how it all works. He'll weigh in last. We'll take whoever's in the hot seat, put them side by side, and we'll find out who wins this tournament. And when that happens, I need you to go absolutely crazy. Actually, I need you to go crazy the whole way through. I know it's hot out here today. It's been a hot summer. It is hot here today. But here's how this deal works. I spin this towel. I need you to get real loud. I'm not going to burn you guys out, but I've got cameras all around here. Fox cameras are all around here. We need to show the world that this is a great part of the world to go to have a good time. On the count of 3, I need 15 seconds of absolute insanity. Do you think you can do that for me? 1, 2, 3. You guys are ready to get this going. Chesterfield Township, you've been incredible since day number 1. Detroit Sports Commission, got to thank you. Macomb County, you guys have been incredible, and I need you to keep that noise coming because I'm going to bring out our tournament director. Get loud for LT, Lisa Talmadge. Lisa, this is my favorite day of the week, Championship Sunday. Hard to believe it's the 2nd last one of the 2025 season, but what a tournament here this week.
No, it's been a great year up till now, and I mean, you guys have an amazing fishery. It is amazing. You guys do a great job of taking care of it, and we love coming here to borrow the fish and then release them to be caught again another day. But I know you guys are hot. You guys want to see who won this event or is going to win. I do have several people I want to thank because without them, we couldn't do this. There's a lot of planning, 2 years, a year out. But I do want to thank the Detroit Sports Commission, Macomb County, Chesterfield Township, And there's several people that we would meet weekly with that I do want to thank. I want to thank Michelle Vannerson, Josh Sonnenberg, Jerry Santoro, Alma Davia Toro, and Laura Pulte. Thank you, and all their team and all their volunteers. Let's give them a round of applause. Yeah, this is a pretty big production, so it takes quite a lot of people. All this B.a.s.s staff, a big thank you to them. All my volunteers that help behind stage, all the fish runners. My volunteer coordinator, Paul Wagner, a huge thank you to him. He always brings all the volunteers, so thank you so much, Paul. And thank you guys. Thank you for being so hospitable for us to bring us here, so thank you.
I'll let Lisa get the scale set up one more time. I want to ask everybody here, this is a Championship Sunday. Are you ready? No. This is Championship Sunday at the Yokohama Bassmaster Elite. One more time. Are you ready? Let's get ready to win! Our very first angler, a 13-time Classic qualifier, an 8-time Bassmaster winner, a 2-time Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Rathdrum, Idaho, the prodigy, Brandon Pollenic. He has moved up the leaderboard every single day of competition, and boy, it looks like he's continued to move up that leaderboard. At 63 pounds, 13 ounces, looking for 8 pounds, 8 ounces, 23 pounds and an ounce. With 86 pounds, 14 ounces, the prodigy is leading the Yokohama Bassmaster Elite at Lake St. Clair. Boom, shakalaka, giant bass. That may be the biggest bass we have seen here all week. Gonna weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 514 to take it over for the week. Definitely gonna do it for the day. 6 pounds, 2 ounces. 6'2", he takes over Phoenix Boats Big Bass. And man, we kind of talked this morning. You went in 10th place. You had nothing to lose and everything to gain, and every point matters. And I think you did your job today, BP.
Man, yeah, we gambled today, and it worked. I always say the only difference between a good decision and a bad decision is a 4-pounder, and in this case, it was a 6'2". So I was fighting making that decision the last 3 days, but I kept catching them a little bit better and a little better in St. Clair. I literally caught 20. 21, 22, and then today I caught 23 pounds. So I gained a pound every day. But at noon, I had 20 pounds. And I thought, why are you fighting this? I felt like the best I could do in here was probably 22 to 23 again. I said, but if I go up there and it works, it could be magical. And I dropped the trolling motor. I catch one. I cull by a couple ounces. 5 casts later, I catch a 4-pounder, I cull by a 1/4 pound. And then I get to the juice, and I start casting 5-inch mag draft, and I catch that 6-pounder. And I was like, that's literally why I made this hour-long run up here, beat everything off my boat, and made the hour-long run back.
Well, it's worked out pretty good for you. You're not going to go anywhere. You're going to load our Yeti Hot Seat. We kind of joked this week. 2 Yokohama pros in the field, and both you guys got inside the top 10, proving just how professional you are.
Yeah, you know, I like to do it real big for my sponsors, especially the new ones, or maybe they're just really good at picking good anglers. I don't know. But, yeah, they've been awesome so far. They sponsor this event. I encourage you guys look at any company that's dumping money into bass fishing, because they're supporting the sport that we love and the reason you guys are all out here.
Awesome to watch you here this week. He's going to load our Yeti Hot Seat. 1 down, 9 more to go. This one I need you to get very loud for. It's his very first Championship Sunday. He's a former Bassmaster College Bass Champion. He is a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Johnson City, Tennessee, Cole Sands. Cole Sands had 63 pounds and 14 ounces at the start of the day. Today, 5 fish to add to that. Because of the job Pollenic did, he needs a big day. He needs 23-1 to take the lead. 20 pounds, 8 ounces. He moves into second place with 84 pounds and 6 ounces. A good day for Cole Sands and a great tournament. $84 pounds, 6 ounces, sitting in second place. And, man, your first championship Sunday. And as you said this morning, took a lot of pressure off your back going to lacrosse. And life is good.
Man, life is great, man. God has blessed me so much. And I went out there today just to have fun. I couldn't move up a whole lot because Trey's got such a big lead. And I found a school of them that looked like the Tennessee River. And, man, I caught them just about every cast this morning. Had the bites today to probably have 23, 24 pounds. But, man, just went out there, had a great time. The deal this week was capitalizing on the mayfly hatch. I was throwing a little 1/8 ounce, one of the new queen tackle ghost heads, and throwing a very, very lightweight insect-looking bait. I can't get into it too much, but
Whoa. It's Sunday. You're not allowed to be like, I can't get into it.
no, it's one of the deals. It might be a little prototype still, so we might have to keep it under the hat. But every day was a little bit different. I had to adjust. On day 2, it was slick calm that morning. A Yozuri Pro Series popper caught a couple of my big ones. I wish it would have been slick calm the whole event because it would have been probably one of the most epic smallmouth topwater shows ever. But and then Fishco radar shad 5-inch also was key for some of my good bites this week with throwing a little wingman in it, which is like it gives any bait you want wings. I was putting it in a tube. There's chartreuse, gold, a lot of different colors, so you can really customize your bait. But just want to thank all my sponsors. Just want to give praise and glory to God, and need to wish my wife a happy anniversary. It's still in a couple weeks, but ready to get back home.
Well, congrats on a great event, and we look forward to seeing the next one. Before we bring on our next angler, Brandon, I never really give you a chance to tell us what baits you're going to use. You're not going to throw that prototype crap on me, are you?
No, the baits I caught them on are available. Really, the entire event, the first 3 days, I caught them on 2 baits. An X-Zone Stealth Finesse Creature and an X-Zone Whiplash Shad. And I just threw them both on a drop shot. That's what I've caught 1,000 and thousands of smallmouth on. And I think that was the big key, is that little Stealth Finesse Creature. That's what I caught probably 90% of them on. And it was just something different. It wasn't a minnow. It wasn't something that I think they've seen a lot. And when you open up your live wells, they are chock full of crawfish right now. So I felt like that was just a good way to get those fish to react and show them something different.
It's worked out pretty good for you. Are you guys ready for our next angler? He is a Bassmaster Classic qualifier. This is his 3rd championship Sunday. The pride of Blue Ash, Ohio, Alex Redwine. 63 pounds, 15 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. Looking for 23 pounds even. 17 pounds moves him into 3rd place with 80 pounds, 15 ounces. Averaging 20 pounds a day. And that just shows you how incredible Lake St. Clair is. Alex, you move into 3rd place, and you had a great week here this week. An incredible finish, another championship Sunday. Little tougher day today, but man, you got to be happy with the way things worked out.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys a little story. I guess technically I actually had 20 pounds, but I was 3 minutes late. I blame it on the party out there. That's what I'm going to blame it on. I've been fishing in the middle of the lake the last 2 days, and I stopped in Anchor Bay. I thought I gave myself 15 or 20 minutes, but I took one of those big, beautiful boats you see driving around. I took one of their waves over the front while fishing. Got water on my screen. I happened to look at the time. I thought, it's like 2:46. 2 minutes later, I look at the time again, and I said, oh no, it is 2:59. So I had to boogie, and I ended up being 3 minutes late. But it's okay. I started the day in 8th place. I started this tournament in 40th place, and I crawled my way to the top 10. I love this lake a lot. I love this lake a lot. I feel like I take pride in fishing this lake. This lake is truly special. I'm about 3.5, 4 hours from here, so it's not an unfamiliar body of water, but this crowd absolutely showed out this week. A lot of crazy baits you guys are probably seeing on with some of these guys that are fishing, whether they're the hairy stuff or the minnow stuff. Check out Hamilton Bait and Tackle. They got a lot of unique items, whether it's Japanese stuff or just any sort of stuff. Check them out, as well as Mueller Tech batteries. I mean, if there's not a place that you don't rely on your batteries, is a place like this. Miller Tech got good power, good trolling motor power, but thanks again for everyone showing out. St. Clair was good to me, and I'll take a top 10.
Great finish, and if it makes you feel any better, some of those people are going to be a lot more than 3 minutes late for work, I imagine. Our next angler, a former Bass Nation national champion, a 2-time Elite Series champion. He holds the all-time record for the 5 biggest fish in classic history, the all-time record for the biggest smallmouth bass in Bassmaster history. From Connecticut, Paul Mueller. 17 pounds, 5 ounces, gives him 81 pounds, 6 ounces. He moves into 3rd place currently. To be clear, his son did not fish with him. He just comes up here to pose for the pictures, and he looks pretty good in them. But, Paul, this is your 18th or 19th Bassmaster Top 10, so it's great to have you here.
Yeah, this place is fantastic, man. I didn't catch any big ones today. I tried to find a school that I had yesterday, and they just move around a lot here. Caught a lot of fish, though, man, and you can't complain when you're catching fish all day. My hands are all beat up, and that was the smallest bag all week, but that today, I guess, is the day to do it. But I had a lot of fun today, man. I was catching them all on a jig, a homemade jig, actually, from Do It Molds, football jig that my wife actually ties, so it's pretty cool that when your wife can tie, I can't tie a jig to save my life. So she does all that, and yeah, it works out. So I'm not selling any of them, by the way, so don't message me. I get that message all the time. Can you sell me like 12? No, I'm not doing that. But had a lot of fun. This is a great fishery, man. I'm always excited when we come here. And I get distracted because there's so many other species of fish to catch here. Caught a nice walleye today. Thought it was like a big smallmouth. But, man, you can't complain when you're out here, man. Look at this place. It's beautiful. This is God's country up here. I hope we come back. And, man, I would love to – I know it would be kind of – the weather wouldn't be right, but I'd love to come here, like, when it's cold. It'd be windy, but you would see what lives in here, I believe. You know, there's some really big fish in here. It's kind of weird that, you know, today it took a couple big ones, but – I'm surprised that we didn't see more, you know, the first 3 days, because there are really big. One of the biggest smallmouth I've ever hooked in my life came when Christy won in 2017, and it was every bit of 7.5 pounds. I lost it at the boat, and there was like a 4.5 next to it, and it made it look small. And I'm like, gosh, dude. And so it's cool when you're out on a place like this. You never know what you're gonna catch. I love coming here, and thanks for this crowd. You guys are awesome.
Congrats on a great tournament. He is fishing his very first championship Sunday. He is a Bassmaster Elite Series rookie. This is 6th Bassmaster Top 10 from Pickering, Ontario, Canada, Evan Kung. $64 pounds and 3 ounces to start the day today. 5 fish for Evan here today. Needs 22-12. To knock Pollenic out of that Yeti Hot Seat. 20 pounds, 13 ounces. He moves into 2nd place with 85 pounds even. An incredible 4 days of fishing for this young Elite Series rookie. And what I'm predicting, his first of many Championship Sunday appearances. Evan, 85 pounds even, a great week. I mean, that's honestly the weight that a lot of people predicted coming into this thing would win this tournament.
Yeah, it was a fun week. It was a little tougher on me today. I only got, I think, 2 bigger ones in there. But it's good to have my worst day on the last day. At least I made it here. So it's fun. This crowd is great. Hopefully making a few more top 10 so I can keep seeing crowds like this.
I'm predicting that you'll make a few more of these down the road, and this is the first of many. How did you catch him this week?
I was just scoping around in Anchor Bay here. I didn't go very far. I probably used 5 gallons of gas all week. Just troll mode around all day. Use the new Great Lakes Finesse Micro Series. They're super small. The fish haven't seen them. I was fishing around a lot of people. A lot of locals fish around there too. I was catching them. I think I made some of them a little angry. But it was a fun week. Just caught a lot of fish, a lot of small ones. Just had to cull up ounces at a time and ended up with what I got.
Incredible finish. Look forward to seeing you in La Crosse, Wisconsin. 5 down, 5 more to go. BP, you had nowhere to go but up, and you're definitely going to go up.
That's all I needed. I needed all the points. I'll take a little bit of extra money, too. Diapers are expensive, so it's always good to have a little extra cash in the pocket for that.
All right, well.
The next guy, I think he needs to buy diapers, too, right?
Yeah, he needs them very, very quickly. Our next angler is a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a former Bassmaster Open winner from Kentucky, a man more slick than an ugly stick, Matt Robertson. His wife has been holding on. She was due to have a baby days ago, so he needs to weigh in these quick and get out of here. Needs 22.10 to take the lead. 22 pounds, 13 ounces. A little pad in the diaper budget. And Matt Robertson is leading the Yokohama Bassmaster Elite at Lake St. Clair. With that, we say goodbye to Brandon Pollenic, and we say hello to Matt Robertson. Matt, you are really, you 87 pounds, 2 ounces, a great tournament, but I am getting concerned. I mean, she's been holding on a while now.
Oh, yeah, but all jokes aside, I know I get up here and joke around about it. My wife's pretty awesome, pretty understanding. And she's got a great family supporting her back home, so that's the reason I'm up here and everything, and I appreciate the heck out of it,
And you guys couldn't do it without the great support from your families, and I just hope we can get this wrapped up. You can get on the road 11 hours to home, so you're heading straight home, I imagine, to take care of business.
Oh yeah, we're gonna take care of business. Head down there, spend a few days there. Hopefully that thing will come out of her. And I guess
thing.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean. Yeah, a little stone cold will come out of her. Maybe he'll smash
Let's get this clear. So you truly want to call your kid Stone first name, middle name Cold.
Yeah, Cold. C-O-L-D. Don't get it wrong, people. Maybe I'll have him 2 little juices to smash together whenever he comes out of there. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm sure he'll be thirsty.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I kind of feel sorry for my camera guy out there today. The last couple days, he been out there, legs all stressed out in the waves, and I didn't bring him no seat, and I kind of got payback for it. Yesterday, I was sitting at the table eating my Jimmy John sub, and I was sitting there talking to my buddy Jerkbait Brian, and daggone, he's like, Matty, he said, good job, but I seen you on camera. He's like, we both got fat. We got to do something. And I'm telling you, right whenever that happened, the chair, I sat in, the leg broke, and the seat split, and I hit the floor flat like this, and I hit so hard that it didn't even hurt my butt. It hit me up in the neck. I was like, oh, God, Brian, you're right. He was like, what was that? I was like, I just broke his chair, buddy. I said, we did get too fat.
Well, fat in a good way is the fish you caught here this week. How did you catch him, Matt?
I just caught him throwing a prototype minnow on a Berkeley hybrid jig head. And I'll be honest with you, Dave, I'm nervous about sitting in this seat because of last night. I got some PTSD. If this thing broke in front of everybody, I'm going to tell you something.
The clip would definitely go viral.
Oh, yeah, but can I just stand by it?
It is. The Yeti Hot Seat is very strong. It's been tested. You'll be fine.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
I mean, I know a thing or two about strong chairs. This event, I mean, I know you didn't want me to bring it up, but man, this is a big turning point for you.
yeah, I weighed in more bass in this tournament than I think I did all year. We've had a real crappy year, and hopefully this is turning it around. I hear once you have the baby, it's good luck. So let me tell you something. I'm going to pry that thing out so we can win lacrosse next week and make the classic.
You're going to pry that thing out.
Listen, I don't know if he knows or not, but he's coming out in the next 4 days.
All right, well...
He don't want to get put in the corner right whenever he comes out, I promise. I'll put him on timeout right out the gate.
Well, Stone Cold will show up when he's ready, and I'm sure it'll be right on time. Loading our hot seat. Easy. You're good. You're good. See? Very, very spacious and comfortable, right?
I do like it.
I want to kick the legs out so bad right now.
Mercer, I'm telling you, I think they may break on their own.
You're good. You're good. You ready for this next angler?
Let's get him up here.
All right, let's get our next angler heading this way. A young angler that is very scary. A 3-time high school champion, a collegiate champion, a collegiate angler of the year, a former Bass Pro Shops U.S. Open team champion. He is currently in second place in our Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year race, an Elite Series rookie, but already an Elite Series champion from Birmingham, Alabama. The sergeant of the Surge Squad this week, Tucker Smith. Tucker Smith started the day with 66 pounds, 14 ounces, needs 20 pounds, 5 ounces. 15 pounds, 14 ounces with 82 pounds, 12 ounces. He's not going to take the lead this time around, but another big finish here this week for Tucker Smith as he continues to try chase down his roommate, Paul Marks, who's leading Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year. Tough day today. Did you gamble a little, Tucker?
I gambled big time. I ran all the way out there to the dead middle of the lake and put my trolling motor down, and I was like, I'm going to sit here all day and try to catch 5 giants, and never happened. That second day rode me into today, and that 26-pound day was one of the best days of smallmouth fishing I've ever had, and tried to replicate that, ran around, but just never ran into them today.
Well, a tough break here in Championship Sunday, but if the wheels are going to fall off, today's the day you want it to happen. How'd you catch them here this week?
Yeah, mostly I was looking for sandy spots in the grass. You know, those smallmouth like to sit on sand, and if there was grass around the area, I like to find shorter grass, you know. And I was throwing a drop shot too, but I was trying to keep my leader up a little bit, so when it fell down in the grass, that drop shot was still right above the grass, and it seemed like they would bite it a lot better.
You had a great week. You've had a great season. One event left to go, and you're trying to chase down your roommate, Paul Marks, for Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year. How bad do you want that?
I want it bad. I don't really keep up with it. I kind of have that Brandon Pollenic mentality. I just try not to look at it and just fish as hard as I can and see where it ends up at the end of the year. But I'm going to fish my heart out and see what happens.
Usually works out pretty good for you. Let's hear it for Tucker Smith. 7 down, 3 more to go. This one is a very scary one. Before he ever came to America, he won 6 Japanese titles. He is a 4-time Angler of the Year in Japan. He is a 2-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He is a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion. He is a 2-time member of the Bassmaster Century Club. Show reverence to the Prince of Japanese bass angling, Kyoya Fujita. Had 67 pounds even to start the day today. He needs 20 pounds, 3 ounces today, which would be his smallest bag of the tournament. 5 fish here today. 21 pounds and an ounce with 88 pounds and an ounce. Kyoya Fujita is leading the Yokohama Bassmaster Elite at Lake St. Clair. With that, we say hello to Kyoya Fujita, and we say goodbye to Matt Robertson. You are free to get back to Kentucky and take care of business. Kyoya, you are leading this tournament. You are in 3rd place for Angler of the Year. This Elite Series stuff going pretty good for you.
Yeah, pretty good. This weekend, so very, very more fish, smallmouth bass. I like smallmouth bass or fishing. I enjoy fishing this weekend.
We enjoyed watching you fish. A lot of times people fight a smallmouth bass and they take a long time. You do not.
Yeah.
You get them in the boat very quick.
Yes.
What pound test line were you throwing?
30-pound braid and 16-pound leader, and diver tackle, diver rod, and diver reel, and diver braid. It's always good. So support for me.
Very, very, very good. It's amazing to have you here to see what you're doing. And more amazing than that, if you guys have followed the last few years, how good is Curious English getting, ladies and gentlemen? It only gets bad sometimes, and it's usually about now. What lures were you throwing?
So Jacka new bait, so looks like dice bait, are using this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I have some?
Yeah.
Now?
No, needs no. I don't have. Oh. Yeah, sorry.
Later.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're not going anywhere because he's going to load our hot seat. Let's hear it for your tournament leader, Kyoya Fujita. 8 down, 2 more to go. Our next angler weighed in the second biggest bag of this tournament. He is a former Bass Pro Shops U.S. Open team champion. Made $1 million casting for bass before he ever got here. He is a proud member of Team Yokohama. He is a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Auburn, Alabama, Logan Parks. 67 pounds and 10 ounces for Logan Parks. And boy, what a day of fishing he had. Looking for 20 pounds and 8 ounces to take the lead. 22 pounds, 12 ounces. 22-12, and with 90 pounds, 6 ounces, Logan Parks is leading the Yokohama Bassmaster Elite at Lake St. Clair. We're going to weigh that one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 6'2" to take that away from Pollenic. 5 pounds, 14 ounces, so not going to take that over. But with that, we say goodbye to Kyoya Fujita, and we say hello to your brand new leader, Logan Parks. Logan, you have had an incredible week here this week, and to take Kyoya out on a smallmouth derby, that's something you got to be pretty proud of.
Yeah, man, I really did have an unbelievable week. I've got to start realizing good places when I find them sooner. I found a couple places this year that I didn't realize were really, really good. And so I decided to save this place for the end of the day on day one, pulled up, caught my 2 biggest fish, and then, went on a rally the last 3 days, caught almost all my weight off that place. And I'm like, how did I not know this place was so loaded? But found just an incredible week. Yokohama's sponsoring this tournament, so big shout out to them. Big shout out to this crowd. This is amazing. I never thought that I'd be in contention for a blue trophy when I was sitting literally in this crowd fishing in high school, like literally 10 years ago. So dreams do come reality, and I couldn't do without God. And I'm so thankful for my family for coming up. My parents flew in last night, and my mother and father-in-law drove up all night to be here today. My beautiful wife, she holds the fort down and does everything for me. And all my friends too. I know my buddy Rob's standing over there. Tim Doobie's over there. He sent me a spot last night before the weigh-in was over, and I ended up catching my 5th keeper off of that place. So a big shout out to Tim. I appreciate it, man.
It's great to have the support that you have. What baits were you using this week? How'd you catch them?
So I caught almost everything I weighed on Berkeley Maxent. No secret that smallmouth love them, but I found a unique area. There was a lot of grass and there was a lot of bigger perch, and I think those big smallmouth were feeding on that bigger bait. So I actually upsized from the flatworm I was typically throwing on a drop shot to the 5-inch flat-nosed jerk shad, and I just was throwing a watermelon red color, looked just like a perch, throwing that around the grass, and those big smallmouth ate it up.
Great tournament, whatever way this works out. This next guy, he may be little, but he's pretty scary.
Yeah, Trey's unbelievable. You know, I knew I had a big mountain climb today. Going into today, I figured I probably needed 28 to 30 pounds. And I just said, you know, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to go fishing, have fun. And that's what we did. And Trey's coming up here, so we'll see what happens.
All right, have a seat in our Yeti Hot Seat. You won't be there long, because we have one more angler to go. He has led this tournament since day number 1. He is the youngest angler ever to qualify for the Bassmaster Elite Series. He is the youngest angler ever to win the Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year title. He is the youngest angler ever to win an Elite Series title. From Illinois, Trey McKini. Come on up here, side by side. Two great young anglers started the day with 72 pounds and 4 ounces. Trey McKini is looking for 18-3 to go to wire and become a 2-time Elite Series champion. 23 pounds, 13 ounces. 23-13. And with 96 pounds and an ounce, Trey McKini makes magic happen in Michigan. "96 pounds and an ounce, the biggest winning weight we've ever had on Lake St. Clair. We're going to see if he can take over Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 6'2". 6 pounds, 2 ounces. So a 2-way tie for Phoenix Boats Big Bass, and weirdly enough, it kind of makes you a little more likable because we see that you don't just win everything, Trey.
I'll tell you what, man. Heck, I'm about to cry up here, man. It's been such a stressful week, and to see it go down like this, and I saw my dog out there this morning. I pulled up to the ramp, and my dad, he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to eat tonight," and, you know, just playing it off. And I see my dog run across the parking lot. I'm like, "Wait a minute, that's Josie." And I look over, and then Dad and Randy Jenkins from my house, from my church, I saw them pop around the truck. So it's a special deal to have them, my mom, and Chris from FXR came, and his son, to come watch me and support me. So it's been an unbelievable week, man. I'm very blessed.
It has been unbelievable to see what you have accomplished in such a short time. You haven't even been here 2 full seasons. In your first season, you won the 2nd Elite Series event you fished. You came very close to winning Angler of the Year last year. Now you're winning in your 2nd season, the 2nd last Elite Series event of the year. It's an honor to call these. Are you ready to hoist this trophy?
Never been more ready, to be honest. This is awesome.
All right, let's bring them out right now. From Yokohama, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome Rob Lovey and Ryan Froman to do the handoff and make this official. With 96 pounds and an ounce, McKini makes magic happen in Michigan and becomes the 2025 Yokohama Bassmaster Elite Series champion right here on Lake St. Clair. And man, nobody needs to pinch you. This dream is real. You're a 2-time Elite Series champion, and guess what? Once again, the youngest to ever do that.
Yes, sir. I mean, I just want to thank everybody for making this possible. My sponsors, I mean, their products got me in and out today. You know, Mercury Motors getting me out there, getting me to the fish, and my bass boat, Bass Cat, man. It runs fast, it runs good, and it's always fun. So it's been a good time, and I know I can't thank everybody, but I want to thank my family most first off, and everybody else that's been on the journey.
I said you made magic happen in Michigan, and it is truly magic because you came to a body of water that is one of the most fished bodies of water in the country, definitely in the north, if not in the entire country. I mean, there is not a square inch of this body of water that has been left undiscovered. And you didn't go to some secret hidden spot. You did this in front of everybody. How did you do that? You clearly this week outfished all of them.
I'll tell you what, it was a crazy thing because in practice, I didn't really know what I had. I would just, randomly catch a good one. And once I kind of understood where they would roam and what they were kind of doing, and, being able to be on the water so much and fishing up here and just, I don't really know smallmouth, but I had been kind of practicing up on Lake Michigan. And I'd figured out a few techniques and a few patterns on how I can work my bait. For me on smallmouth, it is what you're throwing, but it's how you present it to them and bring it across them. They might be dumb sometimes, but to me, I feel like they're definitely smarter than largemouth because every presentation has to be perfect for them to even consider to eat it most of the time.
I got to call you to plate on one thing. I mean, we spend hours and hours talking about how technical this sport is, how advanced you guys are. You literally jammed out to tunes the entire 4 days of competition. Every time we saw you in live, we either heard music playing or your drag screaming.
Yes, sir. And that's what I tell is like music is a soothing thing to me. No matter if it's crazy rock or rap or country, or Christian music, it's all the same to me. It makes my brain go other places and what the stress is really on. So it helps me fish clean.
You fished clean. You weighed more weight than anybody's ever done here in history. One more time. Let's get him to hold that high. With 96 pounds and an ounce, McKini makes magic in Michigan, becoming your 2025 Yokohama Bassmaster Elite Series champion. We started with 101. 50 went out yesterday, 10 went out today, now there is one. But he didn't do it alone. He did it with the support of his family. And I know they're going to join us on the stage right now. Let's hear it for him. This is not an individual sport. His mom and dad, and if that isn't a great relationship, one of his biggest sponsors, FXR up there. That is truly the support. It takes a village. And he is living proof. 20 years old and absolutely an angling superstar, Trey McKini. Remember this day, ladies and gentlemen. You were here when he won number 2, because I got a feeling there's going to be a lot more hardware where that came from. A young angling